An online friend of mine asked for some suggestions that she might try with her horse. She's leading the horse, and when she cues the horse to whoa, it doesn't stop. It continues out in front of her. Now, she says the horse knows very well how to lead and how to whoa. So the problem seems to be that the horse doesn't want to do it. Now, doing this procedure that she's describing, I don't know if it is in this situation, but it can be a precursor to an actual face-off. The horse doing this activity can be testing you to see if they can get away with doing an actual face-off. And what an actual face-off is that when you cue the whoa and you stop, the horse continues to go out and it turns around and it faces you. Now pretend for a second that you're the person and I'm the horse, and I've just done that. I've come back out around you and I've turned to face you. Now I have all kinds of opportunities here. I can dodge back and forth and not let you around me. I can charge towards you. I can paw at you. I can bite at you. I can nip at you. Now, when a horse first does a face-off, he's not likely to do all those things. But the more often a horse gets away with doing a face-off, more of those things will be tried. So you want to nip something like that in the butt, so to speak, before it becomes a full face-off. And even if this isn't an actual first step in doing a face-off, having the horse go out in front of you like that puts you at a disadvantage because you've lost control, and to regain control you have to really up the ante quite a bit, and you can be in jeopardy of being kicked by that back foot. So I couldn't get my horse to not stop when I cued the whoa and go out past me. So what I did was I had him stand still in the paddock, and I backed up to the position that I would be in if he walked past me. And then I went through what to do to get yourself back in control in that situation and to show the horse that it's not going to work. Oh, one more step. Oh, okay. Now I'm having a hard time getting him to go out ahead of me when I cue the whoa because he knows he's not supposed to do that. But we're going to pretend, if we can, with him standing still, that he's walked out past me after I said whoa. Oh, stay, stay. He wants to flex. Nope, stay. We're not flexing. Stay, stay. Good boy. Stay. So say he walked out in front of me right now. There's a problem where I don't have control. So instead of trying to mess with that, put my hand down the lead rope, pick it up like this, turn my whole body around, walk the other direction, walk back in this direction, and he's behind me. And then I can correct his position better than if he's out in front of me. You have more control if you can get him behind you rather than out in front of you. If you're leading the horse along and you're pretty sure that when you cue the whoa and you stop, that the horse is going to go out in front of you, watch for that. And as soon as he takes one step more than what you wanted, then go right into an inside turn and do an inside turn. Make a full circle all the way around, and then go straight and ask for a whoa again. And if he takes that step too far after the whoa, go into another inside turn, go down to the other end, and do the same thing. Now make sure that the horse is one that understands what being led and whoa means. This is for a horse that's being a little bit grumpy about doing what he already knows how to do. You wouldn't do this with a horse that doesn't know how to lead and doesn't know how to whoa. Now sometimes when you have a horse that's having a hard time with the whoa, you can help them out by giving them a warning before the whoa that you're about to do the whoa. I'm going to really exaggerate this movement that I'm going to show you because this is what you would do in the beginning. You would do it very exaggerated to make sure that they got it. Horses are really good mimics. They copy things very well. You can get a horse to copy your every movement because they do that so well. And here what you're doing when you do this is you're trying to get them to copy you and to slow down a little bit before the stop. So what you would do is you're walking along with the horse and you keep walking, but you bend back. You have the top part of your body back as you walk, and then cue the whoa. So you'd be going along, you'd be walking, and then you go back and say whoa. So they get a couple of steps of warning Oh, we gotta slow down a little bit because we're coming up to a whoa. Horses that are well trained to do certain things but choose not to do those things create wonderful opportunities to create new lessons. So don't be rigid in what you think you want to teach when you go out in the paddock. Say you go out there with the intent to teach a horse to lead, and the horse consistently keeps going out ahead of you. So what you do is you say, fine, you want to go out ahead of me? Fine, we can do that. We'll practice the inside turn, which you need him to go out ahead of you while you're leading him to do the inside turn correctly. So you can sometimes, many times, go with what they're choosing to do, even though it's the wrong thing, and just create a new lesson out of it, and then go back to the leading after. And they're very likely, in this case, with the leading versus the inside turns, want to do the leading because it's a lot less work than doing inside turns. So they'll probably get, after a little while, that, gee, if I stay where I'm supposed to be, we're not going to do all those inside turn practices.